Askreddit thread. What piece of random trivia can you share? In feudal Japan, lords purposely built homes with squeaky floors as a defense measure against ninjas. I don't know why I said that wrong. Nightingale floors. No way, that's bullshit. That's cool though, if it's true. Well, I would use that excuse too if I accidentally built a heap of squeaky floors in feudal Japan. Excuse me, carpenter. Yes? The floors, they squeak. Explain. Well, ninjas. What did you just say to me? They're squeaky, so the squeaky beaky ninjas can't sneak around all sneaky like. Sounds most appropriate. So we're going in sneaky beaky like. That's funny. February 22nd, 2022 will fall on a Tuesday, so I'm going to call it Tuesday. Clever. Contrary to massively popular belief, Tim Burton did not direct The Nightmare Before Christmas. Henry Selick did. I've used this as the final round question in trivia before. Everyone always wagers all their points. Says Tim Burton and ends with every team trying at 0 points. What's this? A fact I didn't know? What's this? A fact that's so unique. The 6th most popular porn search in Iran is hotel businessman gay. I double check what thread I was in. Here I was thinking we were in the serious closet gay Iranians of Reddit. Where do you have sex? Hotel businessman gay. That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about Iranian porn culture to dispute it. A bowhead whale was caught several years ago that had survived a previous whaling attempt in the 1800s. What? I just read the Wikipedia page. Apparently the whale was estimated to be 211 years old. That's awesome. I hope they let it go free in the ocean, but not going to Google it and potentially ruin my day. How do you think you can catch a 120-ton whale? You wait until last call and use a good pickup line. I'm so sorry. When a wasp stings you, it leaves a scent for other wasps to sting you as well. Target marked. Kill confirmed. Collect tag. Tango down. Firing for enemy spotted. Ooh, just like Reddit downvotes then. The indent in the bottom of a wine bottle is called a punt. Okay. The praying mantis is the only known insect that can turn its head and look over its shoulder. Ugh, I hate fucking praying mantis more than anything in the world. There are more plastic flamingos in America than real ones in the entire world. I believe that. When 3-letter airport codes become standard, airports that were using 2-letter code just added an X, i.e. LAX. When airport codes became standards. 3-letter airport codes, LAX. Gotcha. Dragonflies can't walk on their legs. They're literally used solely as landing gear. Damn, this thread's great. I'm probably going to use some of these things in a video over my top 10 channel. Just call it like top 10 random pieces of trivia. Ooh, that'll work. I can use that as like a segment. Top 10 random pieces of trivia number 2 and 3. I'll work on that as soon as I'm done with this video. From Wikipedia, the ancient Romans used the word trivia to describe where one road split or forked into 2 roads. Trivia was formed from tri, 3, and via, road, literally meaning 3 roads, and in transferred use, a public place, and hence the meaning commonplace. Meta trivia, well played. The phrase hands down comes from horse racing and refers to a jockey who is so far ahead that he can afford a drop his hands and loosen the reins, usually kept tight to encourage a horse to run, and still easily win. Oh. Yoda and Miss Piggy were both voiced by the same person. And Grover, too. The sun makes up 99.86% of the total mass of the solar system. What? Actually, your mom takes up 99.86% of the mass of the solar system. Yet only has 0.3% of the total angular momentum of the solar system. Seriously, that's crazy. The sun is that big. That's crazy. The space pen story is a myth. A private citizen invented the pen, and NASA bought it from him. They didn't spend huge amounts of money while Russia used pencils. Lego is the world's largest tire manufacturer. And the world's smallest tire manufacturer. Because of its landmass to coastline ratio, New Zealand is the world's #1 supplier of salt. Wow. Now that's /Destiny, the game. Starfish do not have a brain and are asexual. TIL, I am a starfish. The state of Michigan has over 3,100 miles of shoreline on the Great Lakes. Damn. I'm from DC. DC is interesting because of all the DC license plates saying taxation without representation. It's not because of the Revolutionary War. It's because people who live in DC can't vote for members of Congress or the president. They can only vote for the mayor. So essentially, DC residents are taxed and aren't represented in Congress because it isn't a state. Did you mean to reply to that guy? Yeah, that had nothing to do with the Great Lakes thing. Echidnas have 4 heads. Prehensile penises, with which they can use 2 at once to navigate the strange vaginas of the female echidnas. I feel like I've seen this word before, but I can't place it, because I know I'm saying it wrong. They can use their penises to scoop out the old loads of another dude's handiwork. Gross. The old phrase, raiding cats and dogs, started off in the 17th century England. During heavy rainstorm, homeless cats and dogs would drown and flood down the street, which gives off the impression it's raining cats and dogs. Better watch your step. Don't step in the poodle. All the planets in our solar system can fit lined up between the Earth and our moon. People don't realize just how far away our moon really is. Having a degree in physics, I feel like this should have been mentioned to me earlier than now, but damn, that's incredible. Yeah, considering the size of how big Jupiter is. I think Jupiter is like 1,000 times bigger than the Earth. And that, including all the other big planets in the universe that are a lot bigger, I mean, our galaxy that are bigger than Earth, can all fit between the Earth and the moon, should tell you just how big the moon is. The moon is 1/4 the size of the planet. That thing is huge. If that thing were to crash into Earth, everyone would die. Not that it would, but it's a giant piece of rock. Radioactive metals undergoing intense fission, e.g. in a nuclear reactor, do not have a green glow as portrayed in cartoons and movies. They actually glow blue due to the wavelengths of radiation emitted that is in the visual spectrum. Edit. To clarify, as some have commented below, this blue glow does not come from the metal itself, but it rather the result of a phenomena called Cherenkov radiation. Energetic particles that have a velocity... Okay, this sounds boring. That hippos kill more people than any other animal in Africa. That's surprising. I'd expect they'd kill more fish or ants or something. When swimming in the sea, man, I'm messing up all these words today. You're more likely to be bitten by an American than a shark. Even in Australia. In Australia, everything is trying to kill you, even the tourist. There have been a little more than 2,000 nuclear bomb tests since the end of World War II. Test number 1448. Yep, they still explode. You're only required to have a specific system in Venice if your building/hotel has over approximately 100 rooms. Septic unit. Okay. Wait a second. How do sewers work in Venice? How do septic systems work in Venice? And gas lines? I woke up smart and now look at me. Henry Ford and Adolf Hitler were buddies. Henry Ford's anti-Semitic literature inspired Hitler's book Mein Kampf to the point where some of Hitler's wirings were directly copied from Ford's book. Henry Ford also showed the Nazis how to streamline production and create a high volume of product using the assembly line process. This is the exact process Hitler used to rearm Germany leading up to World War II. Ford was given the Iron Cross by Hitler, the highest honor a non-citizen can obtain. Hitler also kept a picture of Ford in his office. Good old Henry Ford. Kangaroos, right? Did he spell that wrong, or am I just really bad at reading? Kangaroos and emus can't walk backwards. Kangaroos and emus can't walk backwards. Straya. Jenny Calment was the oldest person ever. Whoa. 1875 to 1997. Damn. Living to 122 years and 164 days. She was the first verified person to reach the ages of 116, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And she outlived her grandson. She once said, "I only have one wrinkle and I'm sitting on it." This was the most interesting one. Damn, 122. Anyone coming close to that? Sheesh, she looks so old. She reminds me of my grandmother. How do you live to be so old? You have a deck of cards and you're on the equator. You shuffle a deck of cards once every second. You keep doing this for 1 billion years. Oh yeah, the whole deck of cards bullshit. Okay, koalas should be killed off by natural selection. The only food that they eat kills their teeth, so eventually they can't eat anymore and starve. They are the most useless animal ever. They also are all giving each other chlamydia. And the something that they eat is a hallucinogen for them. So they basically lay about all day stripping balls and giving each other's STDs. They're like the New Jersey of the animal kingdom. They are the most useless animal ever. What do pandas do? They are so incredibly cute that some people have species that other species have dedicated tons of resources in their continuity. I don't know what that sentence says. Armadillos always have 4 babies of the same sex. Now that is an interesting piece of trivia. The mosquito has the smallest penis in the world, yet they're the biggest dicks. The flushing toilet in Alfred Hitchcock's original Psycho was the first time a toilet was ever shown on film being flushed. Also, the blood in the shower scene was Hershey's chocolate syrup. While a lot of people think the famous shower scene was the first time murder was shown, or the first time a naked woman was shown, neither of these are true. At no point in that scene do you see breasts, or the knife actually making contact with her skin. Each year, there are approximately 20,000 Rent-a-Santas across the United States. Rent-a-Santa usually undergoes seasonal training on how to maintain a jolly attitude under pressure from the public. They also receive practical advice, such as not accepting money from parents while children are looking, and avoiding garlic, onions, or beans for lunch. Huh, that's neat. Anyone want to produce an indie drama movie about a fat homeless man who uses the holidays as a springboard to get his life together, playing Santa every year, but then falls off the wagon every New Year's Day? Bad Santa was good enough for me. 10 exclamation point. Sounds is exactly... Wait, what? 10 seconds is equal to exactly 6 weeks. I think that's a math thing. This is a bit of a creepy one. Jacques de Molloy and the last Grand Master of the Knights Templar was burned at the stake in the island of Jews, Paris, on March 18th, 1314. His last words were to King Philip the Fair, cursing him for his hands in the false accusations that led to dissolving the order. Vacam Adonai, which translates to revenge, O Lord. Coincidentally, Philip the Fair died 8 months later. His heirs also suffered untimely deaths, and Pope Clement the Fifth, who also played a significant role in the fall of Templars, was dead 33 days later. Wow. Looks like his curse actually went through. Vending machines kill more people each year than sharks. People are also in contact with vending machines a lot more often than they are with sharks. I had one of those QI books from 1339 Facts. Some things I remember. Wait, there's books called 1,339 Facts? Because that sounds awesome. The capital of Burkina Faso is Ouagadougou. Ouagadougou. The Bible is the most shoplifted book. Eskimos use fridges to stop their food from freezing. Oh wow. When trying out a new pen, 97% of people will write their name. When Montenegro became independent from Yugoslavia, its internet domain went from .yu to .me. You to me. Okay. On average, we spend 1.2 years of our life blinking. Every human being starts life as an asshole. It's the first part of the body to be formed in the womb. Donald Trump is still at his first stage of growth in the womb. Most pirate ships did not operate with an authoritative/dictator-like captain. In fact, the captain was usually elected and could be unelected if he did a shit job. Pirate ships also paid out benefits if you lost a body part. Votes were taken on how the ship would operate. And instead of being paid meager wages, you would be paid percentage of the plunder. Ants can get drunk. Also, daddy long-legged spiders are not the most poisonous spiders in the world. And yes, they can bite. Also, daddy longlegs is most often used to refer to harvestmen, which are not spiders, but are arachnids. Also, daddy longlegs is a common name for the crane fly in the UK, along with those stupid long-legged bastards. The only active ship in the U.S. Navy that has sunk another ship is the USS Constitution, built in 1797. Damn. Curse you, Weatherby Savings and Loan. Pirates use the eye patch to get one of their eyes to get used to the dark, so when they do raids and go to the lower decks, they'd still be able to see. That's not a random piece of trivia. That's a thing Mythbusters tested out to see if it was true or not. It works, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them just, didn't have eyes. Swans can be gay. They can also break a man's arms. Lots of animals can be gay. A lot of animals in the wild have more gay sex than heterosexual. The longest recorded flight of a chicken is 13 seconds. Wow. Remember those imaginary numbers that you hated and thought were absolutely useless in high school? Well, imaginary numbers are actually used to describe AC electricity that comes out of your wall. You use imaginary numbers all the time. Charlie Chaplin came third in a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest. Ross came in fourth and cried. Orcas are dolphins, not whales. Pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs. Mushrooms are more closely related to animals and plants. Wow. Well, aren't mushrooms like fungus? In the state of Texas, laws exist that allow for the hunting and killing of a Bigfoot should one ever be discovered. Amsterdam has more bikes than people. You have a 50% chance of going to jail if you're a governor from Louisiana. From Illinois. I don't know why I said from Illinois. If you committed a murder in Chicago, you have a 40-something% chance of being caught. Logically, it's safer bet to kill someone than being a governor here. There are over 46 billion Legos in the world, enough for each person to have 8 pieces. Damn. And yet 1% of the population owns 99% of the Lego. The Pope was a bouncer. Wow. A single strand of hair is approximately 1 million atoms wide. Atoms are small.